Hi everybody, I'm Sherry Stimmel, Norwex Independent Sales Consultant, and I want to share some Norwex magic with you. I'm going to start out by telling a little bit about myself. I came to know Norwex through my daughter, and she had a party one day and invited me, and actually one evening, and I was tired. I was a full-time teacher, special ed teacher, and so I didn't go. But about a week later, she called me and said, "Mom, please go check it out. This stuff is amazing." And so I'm kind of like, okay. So I went on their website and I ended up buying the basic package. Actually, it was the household package. So I got an enviro cloth, a window cloth, and a dust mitt. And so it was all packaged up, sitting in a little bag on my counter for about 2 weeks, until one day she came over and she saw it. And she just said, "Mom," and I said, "Well, honey, I wasn't sure how to use it, because I didn't go to the party." Okay. So she ripped it open and she pulled everything out and she went and got this wet. So I've got a wet one here I'm going to show you in a little bit. And she took this one dry. This is the enviro cloth, the window cloth. This one polishes, and this one cleans everything off of your surfaces, of everything. Your floors, your windows, your walls, your kids, your dogs, upholstery. It just does it all. But anyway, she went over, and I've got these French doors that have all the different window panes. And she went to town. It took her about 1 minute, which usually with Windex and I don't know how many paper towels it would take me to clean them. We've always had dogs, and I used to do daycare, so I've struggled with those windows. It took her 1 minute to clean both inside and outside, and there were no streaks, no lint. It was amazing. So yeah, I was very impressed. And then she got a hold of the dust mitt, and since then I've gotten two, because when you use the dust mitt, you're going to want two, because then you can clean all kinds of things a lot quicker. So you just get a little static electricity going, and she just went and showed me how fast, and how it doesn't just move the dust around like a normal cotton cloth does. It actually pulls it into these fibers, which is real fluffy. It's also microfiber, so it just grabs everything, brings it to the center of the cloth, and then you just switch it around after you get a lot of dust on it, and then you've got two new sides to use to clean. So, and then you can either go outside and just beat them up, like that, or I forgot to get it out. I've got a rubber brush. With this rubber brush, just use it with the mop as well. But you just go outside and you brush it off into your garbage can, or your sink, or your trash can. And so this is wonderful. It's a really neat kind of rubber that stuff just doesn't stick to. You can brush your dogs with it. You can clean your upholstery with it. It's just a great tool, kitchen tool. So that's what I got. So that's a little background history on how I started. And since then, of course, now I'm selling it. It took me about 2 parties that I gave for friends that joined Norwex, and I said, "Oh, I'll give you a party." And each party was over $1,000, and I was having so much fun bagging it up. Anyway, if any of you out there have ever thought of direct sales, it really isn't a hoax or a pyramid scheme. It really does provide extra income for your family. Now that I'm retired, this is what I use to get things that my retirement income can't do for us. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead now and show you. Well, first I want to explain to you. These fibers are very, very densely woven, and they're very fine. A normal, typical microfiber cloth the standard is 1/6 the size of a human hair. These Norwex cloths are 1/200th the size of a human hair. If you were to unravel this cloth, the fiber would stretch all the way from the Gulf of Mexico to Canada. That's how much is in this cloth. It's millions of fibers, feet or yards of fibers. So that in itself is what really makes it pick stuff up. It just grabs everything from the surface and draws it into the cloth. And then the other thing is it has microbial silver, which is embedded in the cloth. It will not come out. You're not putting silver on a surface. It's simply in there to stop the growth of bacteria. It inhibits the growth of bacteria. So these cloths self-purify when you hang them to dry. You rinse them out, of course, real well with hot, warm water, and then you wring them out and hang them to dry, and they self-purify as they dry. But in the meantime, you aren't contaminating other surfaces. You just keep cleaning. So this is, now I'm going to show you the famous chicken demo. So I'm going to take a piece of chicken, raw chicken. This is just some raw chicken. And I'm going to rub it on this piece of tile. You can see the chicken juice going all over the tile. And then because I really trust Norwex, I'm going to wash my hands with the cloth instead of running to the sink and getting soap. Now I'm not, soap. Guys, take a minute here to tell you. I never knew how toxic these chemicals were. I never knew. I thought you'd have to drink them, for it to get into your body. All you have to do is touch them. They go straight into your bloodstream. It's really bad. We're really doing ourselves and our planet. I've never been a green type person, but we are doing ourselves a big disservice, and our babies. I'm just going to show you this. Very sad. And it's baby's cord blood has been tested, and there's up to 200 different chemicals in the cord blood of a newborn. So you know that is just not. And then the average household contains about 62 toxic chemicals. So we are really contaminating our lives, and which causes, everybody knows, cancer, different problems. So anyway, but I've got this all contaminated now, so I need to do something. So I've got a stick. It's called a ProClean stick, and green means clean, and all the other ones, the gray, the pink, the purple, that all means they're contaminated. So as long as this little swab stays green, clean, then we know it's okay. When it turns purple, we know it's contaminated with protein, which is what is the agent, if you will, to let the bacteria grow. Sorry. So first I'm going to just test surface. And then this has solution in it that develops the bacteria or whatever's in here. It will show, oh, well, right away it's turning purple. So you can see how quickly that turned purple. So I'm going to set it right up here where you can see it. Pull this a little bit more that way. Okay, now I'm going to take the cloth and I'm going to clean it. Just going to wipe the surface all down. And then I'm going to put it this side up, because in a minute I'm also going to test this to show you that it's not going to transfer bacteria or protein to another surface. So here's the new protein stick. And now I'm going to test the surface. And there it goes. Make sure all of it gets out. Okay, and that's green. That means it's clean. Now I'm going to take it one more step And I'm going to take this, oops, and I'm going to test the surface of the cloth. This wiped up all of the chicken residue that was on there. Shake it. Still clean, still green. Okay, so that's the magic. That's what got me. You know, I didn't go to my daughter's party. I didn't know all of that, but I used the cloths, and then I did go to a party and realized, oh, I guess you can just use water and a cloth. I had no idea. So that's the chicken demo. And then the other little thing that's I want to show you that it really does get everything off of a surface. Here's a Sharpie pen, and I'm just gonna draw a little squiggle on there. And the Norwex cloth alone will get it off if you rub hard enough. It will take that Sharpie off. I don't know if you can see, but you have to rub really hard. Well, Norwex makes what's called their cleaning paste, and it's what I use instead of an SOS pad or Climate cleanser. So it's a paste, and it smells really nice. It's just kind of chalky, and this lasts forever. I've had this ever since for 3 years I've been demonstrating from it. So you just want to rub some on your cloth. Let's see, how do I do this so you can see it? And then you're going to go to town cleaning. And it really does take it all off. Pretty amazing. So it will remove everything from a surface. So any questions? I do want you to ask questions in this video. If you have any, I'm doing this as a live party later, but if you're watching this on my, you know, just regular video and I'm putting it on a Facebook party, just feel free to ask me questions and I'll answer them for you. But this cleaning paste can be used on all kinds of surfaces. It's not damaging at all. So then the other thing I want to show you, the magic, is I've got a mirror here that's pretty icky looking. I'm going to make it even ickier because I'm going to add some butter to it. Okay, I'm going to take a good amount of butter. Here's the butter, and I'm just going to rub it on. Make it nice and icky. And then I'm going to wipe my hands off. I just love these because you can just get everything off so quick. And then I'm going to take this and we're going to get all the butter off quickly. It's easier to do if you're doing it on a window or a mirror that's attached to the wall, but look at that. And then I'm going to turn it so there's not so much butter there. And I know it's going to show a reflection of water on here, but then I'm going to take the polishing cloth, the window cloth, and I'm going to polish it up. Now, I honestly know that Windex would not hold a candle to that. I'm sorry guys, it's a miracle. I'm just joking, but it is, you know, very impressive. So these two things can polish your whole house.